Hello everybody. A few days ago I was out in Winchester, Virginia, randomly, and I popped into a farm stand and they had a melon that I've never seen before, the PIXIE melon. It's very interesting looking. I mean, obviously it's a lot smaller than a cantaloupe. It's got a pretty cool coloring to it. You see it's like nice and yellow and it's got a cool webbing on it. I did a little bit of research on this, and all I saw is that it is described as a hybrid that fits in the palm of your hand on multiple sources. So I don't know what the parentage is of this melon, but I do know the species, and that is Cucumis melo. And I know that because pretty much all melons are the same species. Cantaloupe, honeydew, Santa Claus melon, canary melons, even like weird ones like the Dosakai or the Armenian cucumber that I've talked about in the past, they've all been Cucumis melo. They are all the same species, and yet they all look vastly different from each other, and a lot of times they taste very similar, but sometimes they taste very unique too. So I'm curious if one that looks as odd as this one has an interesting flavor to it too. Which way to cut? This way or this way? Let's do it this way. What I like about this is that it is the perfect size for just one person, or two people that don't really like melons. There you go. It's a pretty decent flesh to seed ratio in the inside. It looks kind of like a cantaloupe, but maybe a little bit more flesh to it. There's not much of a hollow cavity to it. One thing that I forgot to mention is that even before I cut this, it had a very strong melony scent to it. And now that I've cut it, it's even more melony. It's fairly soft too. Smells like a cantaloupe. Tastes like cantaloupe. So if you like cantaloupe, you'll like this. But it tastes like a really, really good cantaloupe. The sweetness on it is very high. It's like an 8 out of 10. No tartness to it. The texture on it is nice and soft, but also very juicy. I'm not the biggest fan of melon, you know, especially from a supermarket. Melons taste like nothing. And this one is good though. This is one that I would buy again. So there's nothing too crazy about the flavor in this, but that flavor is good. It's cantaloupe, but dialed up a little bit. Very sweet, very strong, and yeah. It's really interesting just with how small it is. So if you want a melon that is just one serving, this is the perfect melon for you. And yeah, I think that's about it. So I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I would like to give a big shout out to Smarter Every Day, AltPod, and the Harbor Leaf Tea Company. They are mega patrons over on Patreon.com. I'm sure you've heard about Patreon.com, but basically it is how I can afford to go on all the trips that I go on and how I get all the fruit that I review. That is all from funding from viewers like you. So if you enjoy what you're seeing here and you want to help me out, please check out the link in the description below, and there you can find out more. Thanks so much, guys. Bye-bye.